been a while since I've used that intro on my channel. Actually, I'm not sure if I've actually ever used it in a video other than a single video where I was like, hey, I've made this intro, what do you guys think? I'm not sure if I actually ever used it in a real video or a commentary or something like that. I actually downloaded it from a template like 2 or 3 years ago when GTA, well, I don't think it was even out on like current gen. I basically downloaded it and edited the name to obviously my channel name, and then rendered it, and it was on my old laptop, which took about 12 hours to render that, however many second clip that is, like an 8-second clip, and then I realized that the background wasn't in there, so I had to re-render it again for another like 12 hours then, and I don't even remember if I ever used it. The idea basically was, I'd played a variety of games on this channel, and I wanted to have a different intro for each of them, so I had Destiny, GTA, Minecraft, Call of Duty. I wanted to have a different intro for a ton of different games, and I never really used too many of them. I used the Destiny one a couple times, I used GTA like in that video. I'm not sure if I actually ever used it in a real video. But we're using it in today's video, because today's video is GTA 5, and I'm playing Power Play, which is a new PvP mode in GTA where there's 5 different types of power-ups, 6 different types of power-ups, and you pick them up, they change the way you play, they make you stronger, they make the other team weaker, they give you special abilities, they take you off the radar, they do certain things. I've been playing this on PS4, because right now, if you play this game mode for this week, up until Monday the 27th, it's double money and double XP for this playlist for all of these maps. So I've been playing it on console, and I'm thinking, yeah, it's a good game mode, and I've been thinking a little bit about GTA PvP. The thing about GTA Online is it tries to do a lot of things. It tries to be a racing game, it tries to be a shooter, it tries to be a sort of like collecting RPG grindy game, and it's good at all of them. But it's not really the best at any of them. It's not the best racing game out there. I find it fun just because the arcade style, but if you actually wanted to like be serious about racing, there's a lot better games out there than GTA. For a shooter, my main concern with it being a good shooter, even with a good game mode like this, is that on console, a lot of people still play in the auto-aim, sort of like a guided aim. You aim down sights, and as long as you're near somebody, your aim locks onto them, and the only way you can break this is by combat rolling. And this gameplay you're watching here is on PC, and what you'll notice is I don't think anybody combat rolls. I do it a couple times, obviously, because from console I'm used to doing it, and it's actually a decent tactic even if you are playing on free aim. But the meta on console is so different. Another thing with GTA PvP is that the weapon balance isn't really there. For each type of weapon, like an assault rifle, sniper, pistol, there's only really one choice for each of them. You have the AP pistol, combat MG, special carbine, heavy sniper, and assault shotgun. You don't really have many other options there. There's no real reason to use the carbine rifle over the special carbine. There's no real reason to use the MG over the combat MG. I never really see a use for using an SMG when at that range an AR or even a shotgun up to the some range, because the insane range of the advanced rifle can be used at. So the weapon balance isn't really there, but the game modes and stuff are actually quite fun. My main issue with it is the aiming mechanics, and that's why I decided to try it out on PC. It's still double XP, obviously I played this on Sunday, I decided to try it on PC, see how it is with free aim. So I'm using a controller in this gameplay. There's a few situations where I use a mouse, that's at long range when the enemy's sort of trying to snipe and I'm trying to pick them off, and I'm trying to just test my mouse ability, that's what I'm doing there. But for the main majority, like what you're seeing right now, I'm using a controller with no aim assist, while the other players are all using mouse and keyboard. And I don't feel a single bit at a disadvantage. I absolutely love this free aim mode. Like, look at that. This is the part of the game that I really like, the power-ups for sniping and stuff like that. It's just, I had a real blast playing this with controller, even though there's no aim assist, because, yeah, it is kind of difficult to aim at people, but that's not all the game mode's about. It's about positioning, power-ups, different weapon, trying to like conserve your ammo, stuff like that. And I wish that on console more people played free aim. The issue is there is an ability to play different aim types on console, but when you select free aim, you're only put into lobbies with people with free aim, because otherwise there'd be issues where you're trying to, you know, aim at them and all they have to do is press the L2 button and they're snapped onto you and you're going to die because that's all they have to do while you have to L2 aim and then shoot. It's just not going to work, so you have to play with people on the same aim scheme as you. But the problem with this is not a lot of people play on free aim. There's hardly any, so lobbies are going to be empty. Matchmaking times for PvP modes like Power Play, Team Deathmatch, Capture, LTS, all of them are going to be extremely long if you decide to play on free aim. And there's not really much else you can do about it, because if you try to play on the aim-assisted modes on console, you can't really use free aim there, because as soon as you aim it down sights, you're snapped onto somebody, and if you try to use free aim in those game modes, if you try and resist the auto snap up like feature, you're just going to get destroyed. Like, the only thing you can do on console is aim, shoot a little bit, combat roll, aim, shoot a bit, and that's all the meta is there. It's not really much to do about positioning and aim and actual gunfights like there is in other shooters like Call of Duty and Destiny. Even though those have aim assist, it's different to the way GTA does it, where GTA just snaps you onto target and you're locked onto that target until they go behind a wall or do a combat roll. I wish that it changed, I really wish it did, but there's not really much else that they can do without absolutely separating the community to shreds, and I don't think that the actual deathmatch community on GTA is even that large. Most people are interested with free mode, sort of doing missions to make money, heists, maybe the new CEO stuff, and then dabbling in between the new events every time they come out for the double XP and double money. If there is a game mode that's most popular in GTA, I'd say it would probably be racing, and that seems to have a decent community, but racing and deathmatch is completely different. So I decided to just record this on PC, and as you can see, it actually looks quite nice. This is playing, I think most of my settings are maxed out. I don't think it's completely maxed out, but it's pretty up there, and I don't know what frame rate I was playing on. I don't know what frame rate I recorded at, but the frame rate on the monitor I use for PC is only 60, so that's obviously straight there, better than I got on the PS4. The PS4 is only locked at 30. Hopefully when they release the Neo, I don't know what the specs for that are, I don't think they're even released yet, but hopefully they update older games, so you could go to, say, older Call of Duties and up the FOV, if they added that as an update. Maybe you could up the FPS in games like Call of Duty, maybe GTA, and then even like some other games, like I could see them doing it to maybe perhaps Destiny, that they're splitting Destiny to current gen and legacy consoles. So I'll be interested to see how they do that, whether bringing out a new PS4 will update the older games, because then maybe there'll be a reason to. There's also been a rumor, I highly doubt it, but the ability to use mouse and keyboard on these new Xbox Scorpio and the PS Neo. I don't think that would ever happen, simply because the whole thing with a console is everything is the same. Everybody's playing on the same controller other than scuffs and stuff, but they still use the same aim. They still use the same aim mechanics, so it's very similar. People are playing the same software on the same hardware, using the same aiming systems, and usually, and the different types of monitor and TV you have doesn't really affect your ability to play that game all that much. It's very minuscule, and the fact that you win and lose is because of your monitor's frame rate and refresh rate. So we'll see how they do that when they separate the consoles to Neo and PS4 and Xbox One and Scorpio, whether they separate the specifications, whether varying the specifications of the two consoles will vary the way the games play, whether it be frame rate, FOV, graphics, resolution, stuff like that. It'll be quite interesting to see. Going back to GTA here, I recorded quite a bit of gameplay. I recorded 3 rounds. It was first to 25 kills per team, and I think it started off as like a 6v6. The issue again with GTA PvP is a lot of people get really angry when they lose and they leave. So even though the other team had won the previous round, 2 people on that team had left, leaving it to be a 5v... I think this is a 5v3 now, so 3 people on their team left, one person on my team left, leaving it a 5v3. And look at this, this is me using a controller here, free aim at long range, and you still get the kill quite easily, so it's not too difficult to do. And again, I'm trying it here, but the cover I think is clipping some of my shots, blocking them off, and I think my teammate goes and picks up the kill. This guy, I think he goes AFK actually. We go to pick up the power up and then we go to push him. I just want to commentate for the whole thing really, because I recorded a lot of gameplay. I recorded 3 rounds. First round I just completely cut out because it didn't do that well, to be honest. It was me getting used to playing on the controller. I didn't have the same sensitivity as I do on my PS4. I didn't have the same aiming system, so I had to quickly swap that over. And then when I did, I had a decent gameplay. I think I did like 6-1 and then 11-1 in round 3. I think I did pretty well considering I'm playing against people on mouse and keyboard, and the way it is mouse and keyboard. I'd say mouse is superior to controller. Mouse is just so much easier to aim, you get so much range of movement, and you can move minuscule amounts very accurately, whereas to do that on a tiny little thumbstick, very hard. However, the other way around, the keyboard, I think, is terrible in comparison to a controller. There's no way you can choose how fast you want to move forward. You just press W and you move forward at full speed, and then you press left shift and you sprint at full speed. There's no in-between, which I really like about a controller, is actually the ability to move at different speeds using the left analog stick, whereas on PC, you have W and you press it down or you don't press it down. There's no in between. So that's my opinion on keyboard, mouse, controller, GTA, PvP. And all the way at the start of the commentary, I talked a little bit about my intro. It's been a bit over the place with the commentary, but I kind of like those types of commentaries. You got a lot of content packed into your 10 minutes of commentary. So thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed something in this commentary. And goodbye.